This is a collaboration with Kat Von D, of course. And we're in this beautiful, beautiful studio. I just recorded in, maybe the most efficient way I ever have. So I'm taking notes because I self-engineer, and so taking notes on what I need to improve upon.
Yeah.
You know, you think of like when you hear, you know, someone doing a metal voice, you think, oh, that's kind of all they have. But her range from like being technically proficient on every timbre of her voice is absolutely extraordinary. So like, you know, she's a 10 on every aspect of her tonality, right? From the screamo voice to the hardcore metal to falsetto to a beautiful operatic voice. Like, so it's just unreal.
So, because instead of going,
Yeah, so his it's more staccato.
That's cool too.
So it doesn't feel too like, you know what I mean? It's more like,
I wrote this song, I Am a Machine, a while back with Faraz. One day just like talking about how the pros and cons of technology and how, you know, started living in a world where we're just so consumed with living a life within those technological walls versus reality, and it can permanently damage you if you don't watch out. That's kind of where the inspiration began. And then once we started laying down melody ideas, I instantly thought about Elisa. You know, give this a listen. It's not what you normally sound like. Obviously, this type of music is a far departure from the metal that she actually writes and performs. But I knew that it would resonate with her and that she would understand it and get it. You know, she came down today and just blew all of our minds.
Yeah, this is like a kind of different style of music for me. Obviously, I do metal the most, but I've done a lot of different kind of guest appearances. So it's like this really dark synthy song. It's actually a super heavy song in its own way. So even though it's not metal, it's still really heavy. And so I screamed and I whispered and I did some opera and I did some clean singing, regular melodic singing. And we just built this song, and I think it sounds really different and cool. You know, so many different parts and people coming from different worlds of music, and we built together this really, really cool song that really hits home. It's called I Am a Machine, and so I think it's a wrap, actually. I think we're done. If you want, let's see what everybody else thinks.